to the Blackout Tea channel. I wanted to come back and talk today about Alexia and Darion's case on the actual show. Put a ring on it. First of all, Alexia seems like she's a really, really sweet young lady. Okay. We are just hoping that she's going to wisen up for herself now that it's been 14 going on 15 years of BS from Darion that is absolutely not going to stop. Alright guys, please remember to like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and turn on that post notification bell so that you guys are updated each and every time I do bring you videos. Now the interesting thing that everybody knows, her in Atlanta, so Alexia is very much known, and I don't understand why she is thinking that Darion is the only man over there in Atlanta. Okay, doll. It seems as if 14 years, babies, you leaving your career, you know that he's a cheater. He's been keeping a secret condo to hump females. He brings you shenanigans. There's a lot of foolery. There's a lot of trickery in this situation. And you are just continuously over and over and over again falling for what is coming out of his mouth, doll. And you know that it's lies, Alexia. We know that you are aware that you have been lied to, you are being lied to, and you will constantly be lied to. I don't think that she's going to end up leaving him, guys. I think that she's not going to get over him lying to her. I think that it's become now a normal situation for her, really. And I believe that she actually knew that he slept with Kai. I don't think that that was something that just came about. I think after 14 years of back and forth, that this has happened on way more than one, maybe more than 2 or 3 occasions where Darion has stepped out of the situation. You're worrying about Darion on dates, boo, but Darion ain't worrying about you on dates, neither when he at the apartment that you thought he was just being just lonely at, and ain't nothing but music going on there. Even rappers, boo, know that the studio really ain't the studio. Okay. Alright. I think that we're just gonna have to pray for Alexia. At this point, she needs the Lord, and not to, discredit the therapist, but I don't think that this therapist was somebody that was a good foot to assist these folks. I can't stand when you go to a therapist for help and they act as if their eyes are shut as well. You want the client to act like their eyes are shut. They're already on dumbfounded. And then you as a therapist act like that. Now, when it comes down to Kai did her job on the show. Okay, Kai, a lot of people will get mad, but Kai was brought here to do a job when you think of it, ladies. Kai was brought in to be the influence, to be the extra. She gave extra. And the reason I think that Kai felt that she needed to be extra was because she wanted this man to have eyes for her, and she got just that. Because Darion is not going to tell me that he voluntarily knew he was being recorded from the day that they signed documents stating that we're going to allow ourselves to go onto the show. You know that cameras are always following you. You know that you would stand a chance, Darion, of possibly embarrassing Alexia in front of millions of individuals. And again, Alexia, this is now millions of individuals that he's done this for before, and we know that you've actually already been embarrassed around family members and friends. So it's now at a point where, what respect does this guy have for you? There is none. At the end of the day, you might want to get upset with Kai, but again, Kai came on strong because that is the job that the show gave her. Now, maybe Kai is just someone that likes to sleep with individuals, because she did lay down and sleep with him. Okay? My thing is, when Kai brought up the situation, Kai said what she said, and it was like a bullet coming from her mouth straight to Darion's temple. So they were intimate, but Alexia, I think that intimacy went a little bit further and was way more romantic than you think it was. Darion was absolutely, and probably still is, caught up in wanting to be in bed with Kai, wanting to be around her, because there is something that lured him there, knowing that he was being watched by a show. A whole network was recording. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to say that Kai is the only one to blame here. I feel that the blame is more on Darion. You, in a relationship with Darion, you've been for 14, going on 15. I'm going to keep saying that. Going on 15, and you are saying that he has never mentioned that he wants to marry you. He has never mentioned or had conversations like this with you. You guys have just been on shenanigan breakups. And then he tries to make it look like his condo is like a little Coventry where he runs to if you're having arguments. It sounds to me like Darion is living in two different worlds, Alexia, and you are trying to live in one. It's not going to work, darling. It's just not going to work. You want to be mad at things, and you are upset at things that Darion does, but from what he's saying, you're not bringing those things to the table. You acting like you got tough skin when the toughness ain't really there. In other words, you're not expressing yourself to him. So even when he runs off and he's doing these things, he's thinking that it's okay, because from you he's getting well, I don't care, whatever. You know, men can't think for themselves. They just can't. Okay, we can go back and forth on this all day, but men cannot think for themselves. Okay? So, at the bottom line, they're always looking to get, which means any person or individuals that they can get it from, they want to get. Darion has you wrapped around his thumb, Alexia, and he literally sucks you dry. He is a narcissist that is sucking you dry, darling. You have given up so much to be with him, and he continuously kept dating Kai, going out with Kai, knowing that he was really going out so that he could sleep with Kai. Okay? She made that actually known like a couple of episodes before when I watched it, and she was like, I can have him if I want him. Right there at that moment, I think there's a lot of people, including myself, that already knew that she had laid down with that man. Okay. She had laid down with him, child, and and the lay down and the get down was the lay down and the get down that you looking for with Darion, but you're never gonna get it with just you guys. So maybe there's extra activity already going on in you and Darion's relationship, and you guys already have an understanding where he can go out and he can do things, but it doesn't seem like that to us, because then you wouldn't have a reason to get upset. You wouldn't be upset. And what we're getting from you is you're being upset. Now, girl, Kai, about to have you shedding some tears, some little blood. We don't care if you do it offline, behind the scenes. It's gonna happen. But you know what? I don't know how many times you're going to allow this to happen with different women, because, like, again, this man, Alexia, Darion has you as a doormat, girl. You are literally being used as a doormat that he cleans, wipes the bottom of his shoes off on when he ready. Leaves the dirt right there. My only thing is, I wonder if when he's sleeping with all of these women, is it protected? I think that that's one of the questions that you should be reaching out and asking Kai. Did, was it with protection, or was it without? Because I don't, Darion, I'm looking at Darion, and I'm telling you, girl, Darion is a little trip. On the low, Darion is a little trip, okay? I don't think even none of us was shocked, because he's always seemed like he's so full of himself. We weren't even shocked at what he do. I mean, the most embarrassing part was that he knew that he was being recorded, and he still decided to pursue this lady like just him and her was going to know what was going on. He's a cheater, and why would you even want to marry a cheater when that's all that's going to continue within the relationship? He's going to continue cheating. I don't know, Alexia. I'm just saying, girl, you're going to have to, you sitting up here and you getting online and you trying to get somebody off of the show. I can't remember the other guy. I'm sorry. To co-sign for you in this BS, but I hope you co-signing your ass out this relationship. That's what you're going to need to do. Go ahead and co-sign your way up out of this relationship, because definitely this is not going to be it. This is not going to be the end. And if you get married, darling, you're marrying the same thing, the same person. You ain't marrying nobody different. He has not changed. Darion is not going to change. And Darion is always going to act as if he is single. I would not be surprised, literally, if he doesn't do that in front of you. The only reason he didn't go on that last date, not because he chose you, Alexa. He actually didn't go because he feared that you would have found out then about Kai. You know why he couldn't face Kai? Because he cared about Kai. Because if he didn't have any care for Kai, then trust and believe he would have just called Kai at any point and said, you know what, I fucked up. This is over. This is over. He didn't do that. And then he sat down and he had to have that meeting with Kai, but he really didn't want to. It was forced, girl, because he cared for her. Now that's something you don't only been on TV for a couple of weeks, and y'all, well, on TV, but this is pre-recorded. But again, they've only been around each other but so often. But you mean to tell me that he done coffee? It was evident. Girl, the whole show he pretty much been cheating. Every time he go out on a date. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't even the first one. I wouldn't even be surprised. You see how when y'all was in the same restaurant and Kai was pretty much leading him out there, girl, he ain't dropped near hand when you talking about y'all gonna let hands go. Girl, he ain't even jerked no hand back, girl. He didn't jerk any hands back, Alexia. Alexia, girl, I'm telling you. You better come on up out of this, girl, because this is not it. This is not it. I'm serious, this is not it. You gotta go ahead and wean yourself back. Now is the best time for you to do it because you actually get to see it with your own eyes. You're watching the same thing that we're watching as an audience. And you see, so now you can watch yourself, how ridiculously you're looking, how ridiculously he's making you look. You can actually watch yourself. And I know what you see is not cute. I know what you see is not cute. So the only thing that we're hoping for is that you come into your senses at the end of this thing here, girl. I think y'all got what, might be about 2 more shows. That you gonna separate yourself and let that shit big go. Because I'm telling you, that is, child, Darion is full of shenanigans, girl. Shenanigans that he ain't gonna let go. Shenanigans that he ain't gonna let go of. Alright guys, I just wanted to come on, do a little review on that show. Thank you so much for joining me. Please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join us. We welcome you. Thank you to all of our subscribers that have been here from day one. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back soon. Thanks for watching The Blackout Tea.